Hello everybody, welcome to Trail Tracker and welcome to what I hope promises to be a new chapter in the history of the channel. Up until now I've mostly been filming with my Bell Super Air and the chin mount, but I've gone for an upgrade now. I wanted to have a helmet where I didn't have to have a chin mount, so I've bought myself a Fox drop frame helmet, a new GoPro with this sort of super wide angle lens on the front, in the hope that I can get some great footage without having to wear a full face helmet. And that's the plan for today. I'm going to go and test it out, try and get the angle right and see what sort of footage we get. Anyway, catch you on the trail. So here we go. First go at it. Got some advice from Danny about setting the angle, and I have to say the angle looks pretty good. There is, however, a quite annoying flapping noise on the audio. What is that noise? Right, first lap down. Need to angle it down a little bit more, I think, so we can get the handlebars nicely in frame. But it looks pretty promising. The only problem is I think I need to have the thicker pads in the helmet because it keeps slipping down a bit. But I'm just going to have to put up with it for the moment. Anyway, time for lap two. Okay, see if we got the angle a little bit better this time. And I think this is a slight improvement. I mean, just look at this section down this mini canyon with the city off to the side. Epic. The other thing I really like is that because the bars look so narrow at the bottom of the image, it's pretty easy to crop the image down to a vertical format and still get something that's really watchable. That noise is definitely getting on my nerves though. Okay, so a bit of a comparison this time. Got the chesty on. I haven't used that for an awful long time. Be interested to see how it looks with this lens. And I think we can all agree, even if the trail is amazing, the footage is pretty damn awful. Whoa. A real bonus with the GoPro 13 though is the super slow-mo function. Loads of frames per second for just 5 seconds though. So you better make sure you time it perfectly with the shutter. So I think it's fair to say I had somewhat mixed success with my first attempt at setting the new GoPro 13 with the wide angle lens mod up. Some of the footage, once I got the angle set, I was really happy with. So I marked that with a little Tipex line so I know exactly what the angle is that I should have for the future. However, one of the problems was that because this is so far forward, when I mounted the GoPro, it was getting in my field of vision and kind of annoying me, especially because the helmet was moving around on my head a bit. When I tried it on at home, I thought, wow, that's an amazing fit. So what I've done is I've taken these thin pads out, and as you can see here, I've installed much thicker pads. Now it sits much more tightly on my head, and I've got these mounts here from a company called R3 Pro in the UK, and they are designed to fit exactly under the peak on this helmet. Got the GoPro mounted. I've tried to get as close to the angle as I had it before, and I've moved it as far back as I can so that it's actually touching the helmet here, which hopefully provide a little bit more stability. And as you can see with the new pads, the helmet's not moving on my head, and I can just see the GoPro here, but it's really, I don't think it's going to bother me, but there's only one way to find out. Get on the bike, give it a go. So far so good. You can see the camera slightly, so if that might annoy you, you might want to look for a different helmet than this Fox drop frame. Luckily for me, there are a couple of short downhill sections on the way to the top of our main descent where I can check out this new setup and make sure everything is working just as it should. Good shake down through those routes. That should tell us something when we come to look at the footage at the top of the hill. Right, here we go, top of the hill. Time to check out that footage we've got so far and make a few minor adjustments. Yeah, so for those of you that haven't been to the channel before, welcome. This is the Zürich or Zurich Highlands. Zurich's over in that direction over there. This is where I call home. This is where I do loads of mountain biking, make loads of mountain biking videos. So if you like that sort of thing, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's go and look at this footage. It's not too bad. I've kind of got my handlebars in that sweet spot at the bottom of the screen. So I'm going on the way down is I'm going to mount my trusty GoPro 10 here to my chesty, and that should give us a direct comparison. Right, all cameras a go. Let's go and enjoy this descent. So I feel I have a little bit of helmet slippage or camera movement. No, I know I was noticing the camera quite a lot in my field of view down that last bit there. As always, the descent was amazing. Double those steps creates a nice little step down. There is, however, the small point of that exceedingly annoying flapping noise, which I could magically solve by editing in the sound from the GoPro 10 on my chest. But let's be honest, that's not really a viable solution. Very tight here, drops on both sides. Again, horrible in the wet, all those routes. Nevertheless, you simply cannot ignore how good some of this footage looks, especially when you compare it to the chest-mounted footage of the same section using my GoPro 10. Very tight here, drops on both sides. Again, horrible in the wet, all those routes. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the results I've got, but there are still a couple of teething problems to resolve, especially with that very annoying sound issue. So make sure you tune in to see how I deal with that. In the meantime though, thanks for coming along, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.